Hello everyone, my name's Trittany Miller with the Crown and Castle Collective, where we're all just kings and queens of our own kingdom that we call life. This is going to be a general monthly reading for the month of April 2019 for all fire signs, whether that's your sun, your moon, or your rising sign of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is the reading for you, April 2019. We're going to just take a general look at maybe how you're showing up throughout the month, what you're facing and processing, whether it be with work or just your day-to-day life, your relationships, and just kind of see where you are overall with your spirituality. I like to look at both masculine and feminine energies and how we can really accomplish an equilibrium between the two. If you feel like I'm really resonating with you as a reader and you feel like this reading, I'm like speaking directly to you and I'm really tapped into your energies, go ahead and give me a like, a comment to let me know what you've experienced throughout the month and how this is resonating with you, and just share a little bit of your story in the comments, or just subscribe to see my future videos as my channel is just starting to grow. I appreciate everyone's likes, everyone's comments. It just means a lot as my channel is just starting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, but first I'm gonna take a drink, and yes, I'm over 21 and it has been a long day, so cheers. And it is also 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm definitely a Scorpio. Okay, so I did a little meditation for you fire signs. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So throughout my meditation, I immediately felt it in my solar chakra. So if a lot of you fire signs are dealing with self-confidence, really, and I feel like for most of the part, this isn't really something that gets to you maybe, but when it does, it kind of sizzles out your fire, okay, fire signs. The self-confidence and self-worth may be getting a little bit doubt and questioning. And I feel like something may have started to like rain on your parade and maybe had like implanted a little bit of that self-doubt, or like started to just bring you down a little bit, like drop by drop, okay? And I feel like it just started to really, I had a vision of one of these staves, okay? And yours was lit. And the rain kind of did start to come down, and it was just kind of sizzling at first, and you put up a really good fight, and I feel like you've been doing your best to just keep burning through the process, and you've done a really good job at that. In fire signs, you are really good at that, fighting back and just keeping your own flame lit, okay? And I feel like you got to the point where you may have let your fire burn low or burn out at one point in time, but as soon as I felt that energy with you, I got the vision of two of these stabs. I mean, I can't really do it because they're opposite facing, but I got the vision of like two of them touching, and this one was lit, okay? I feel like you are starting to get into a lower energy, your flame's kind of dimming, but there's a lot of supportive energy around you right now. And I feel like people are leaning in to help you. You have an amazing community around you. And I feel like that's another thing too, like maybe an environment around you kind of caused you to feel really low energy and like less hopeful and kind of disappointed with what you were seeing going on around you, and you started to let that affect your own energy, your own confidence in the world that you are in, or your own personal space. But you have a lot of supportive energy around you, fire signs, okay? Let these people help you, okay? They love you. They love to see the fire that you have within your soul and the fire that you bring into their life. So just let them help you. And of course, you are the signs of creative energy, okay? Make sure you're using your outlets, and don't be afraid and discouraged in that solar plexus, okay? To do something new with that energy. If you're facing a new problem, a new doubt that you've had that you haven't had before, okay? New problems require new solutions. Reach out, try new methods of the old ways. Just expand yourself, fire signs. And I feel like after you merge with either a person or a new idea, new method, I feel like your fire will come back and it will be bigger and badder than ever, baby. So that's just what I got for your meditative exercise. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Breaking out the cards. Spirit, show me the general energy for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius of April 2019. Spirit, show me the general energy for fire signs of April 2019. What is their general energy? Spirit, what is the general energy for fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius of April 2019? Okay, so Leo, you're coming out strong already. We have the Sun card as how you're showing up. So Leos, you may be in the forefront. And again, this is not just one sign specific. It's just, we'll get into it. Leos, I see you peeping. Spirit, show me the energies of fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in the month of April 2019. Aries, Leo, and Sag. And this is a general reading too, so not every bit and piece is going to resonate with everyone. So just take the parts that stick and release the parts that do not. And I believe there is a message for everyone in every video, so you just gotta listen and find it. And again, energies are both masculine and feminine, as energy is fluid. So if I say he or she, just take it or leave it. Alright, Spirit, the energies for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius of April 2019. Wow, guys, there's already a lot of wands showing up, a lot of fire energy. So we're gonna keep going with it. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot a whole... Whew. Okay, so fire signs, I feel like there's a lot going on in here. This says a lot right now. I feel like there's a lot going on in your life right now outside of your love life. Not saying that you don't have a love life at all. No. But that is definitely on the back burner right now, because I just completely skipped through a whole row of cards to pull. And that's okay, because I feel like we're gonna get into it. So I don't want to just pre-assume here. Spirit, show me the love life for Aries, Sag, and Leo, April. There the other two are. I don't know where to put this. Okay, in the shadows. Spirit, show me what shadows fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are dealing with in April 2019. What shadows are the fire signs having to face? Spirit, show me what shadows the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Something's not right. There's two, and it was just like, I just want one. We're gonna focus on one. Spirit, give me a card. There it is. Dang, okay, they're throwing out two. There's a lot of shadow work or shadows that may be coming up for you, fire signs. There's a lot of things that you may need to drag from the depths of your mind that you're not really wanting to focus on. I'm not going to take that one either. Spirit, show me the advice for love life of fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for April 2019. Spirit, show me love life for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius of April 2019. Okay, so fire signs. The way that you're showing up, your general energy is in the sacral chakra. Okay, this is the sexual organs, and I'm getting this as the really, like, almost like a transformative energy, the cycles going on around you of just transformation in general. And I feel like that's the kind of the cycle that you're going through, as far as like maybe your energy level is getting really low or your flame kind of dimming. But I feel like this isn't not too often for you, fire signs, but when you do experience this, is transformational. Okay, like the fire is transforming, definitely some alchemy work. So I feel like you're going through this transition, this cycle of that fire kind of dimming, but you know, and you have hope that it's going to burn even brighter after you make it through the transition, because you're also showing up as this number 19, the sun. Like I said, Leo, you were showing up right away. You're ready to get through this darkness or through this trouble to be able to finally shine again, to shine even brighter. And you have a huge community around you, fire signs. Very supportive, very, very supportive energy. A lot of feminine energy as well, with mothers, grandmothers, sisters, aunts. Just a lot of feminine qualities, a lot of nurturing energy too, and you're giving that off. And people love that about you. And if they're feeling like you're starting to draw back into that energy, that's what I'm saying. These people, they have supportive energy for you, and they want to help you be able to restore this vitality. Because people just love that about you, fire signs. It's very contagious. Very contagious. You spread like wildfire. Okay, so another way that you are presenting yourself, you have Judgment. This is Scorpio energy too. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in your life, or you may have Scorpio in your chart. This is that transformation energy, okay? Judgment is also a resurrection, a cycle. And see the way the music notes are kind of just flowing around her as well. In like a flowy, transcendual transmutation? No, I don't know. There's just like a lot of energy flowing around you, fire signs. And one of the shadow cards that you have is 44, surrender to the flow. 4 plus 4 is 8, and I see 8 as a karmic number, a flow number, the infinity sign. It just goes one way, then another, it comes back and releases, we accept, and then we give. There's just a lot of ebb and flow around you guys right now. And I feel like that fire, okay, you are the fire, you are the literal fire, but the air is kind of causing a little bit of disturbance in your flame, the movement of energy around you. But that movement of air that may shake your flame, that may wave it a little bit, is also what really gives you power, okay? Even though the flame could almost go out. You can even try to blow out a candle sometime, but that flame just flicks back up. Okay, that's you. Keep up. So you are also showing up as the 6 of Swords. notice how the Judgment, she's going off and doing her own thing to transform, and so is this person. They're going on a spiritual quest. They're almost having to take a little bit of a break from what they were doing in life. I feel like something else has just really got your attention right now, fire signs. And notice again, with the flow of the music notes, we have more flow in this card, okay? A lot of air. You could be dealing with a lot of air signs. A lot of air and water. Yeah. A lot of air and water signs. You could be dealing with a lot of communication. A lot of deals with communication. Like a lot of business deals almost even. Or just like a lot of stress. Like there's just something like really heavy and causing a lot of friction against you guys right now. I'm sorry, like I said, it's like 4 a.m. right now. You're also showing up with this 4 of Swords, okay? You're definitely retreating and going within and taking a rest. I feel like you're at that gas station right now. You're at a rest stop. You need it. Your flame needs it. You need it. Your soul needs it. You're just taking a knee right now for you. And that is so important that you know when it is time for you to take a rest. And I feel like you're having to reprioritize yourself again with the six of Swords, because I feel like there was a conflict that came up and you kind of had to step back from all of your other priorities with this Judgment, everything else that was kind of causing your attention, and refocus on something else, something that meant more to you, okay? With this energy, this sacral energy, something that may have to do with a lot to do with who you are today, or people that have made you who you are today. With this Sun card, this card's backwards. With maybe even like family members, people who raised you even. So what you're working through, or what you may be managing, this Queen of Wands energy, fire. Okay, the Queen of Wands is someone who expresses their creativity, expresses their energy. And I feel like since you're working on reestablishing that, and I do see you, the 10 of Cups. This is around a lot of family members. This is a whole picnic. Can't really get the lighting in for some reason. Like I said, you have a huge emotional support group around you right now. And you have access to a lot of creative energy. And that is not always like art supplies either. That could be how you express yourself outwardly with your physical body, like working out, even just shaping yourself the way that you envision your soul to be. And really expressing that outwardly with acts of kindness, words of kindness, just that kind of energy. And you are working at getting that out. Like I said, you're taking a knee, you're taking a rest, but I also feel like you are observing and planning and plotting on how you are going to work through this. Because I feel like you're very familiar with this transformative energy, this scorpionic energy. And I feel like you fire signs are used to these trials and tribulations, and you're evolving, and you're kind of getting a little bit more tactical with your approaches. You also are working and progressing through this Knight of Wands, sorry. So this is like what I was saying, that real go-getter energy. And I feel like this is you wanting to reshape that environment too. Like I said, if there was something around you that may have brought you down, you're getting ready to throw that out. You're getting ready to annihilate it and eliminate it from your life. Honey, I need a drink. My mouth is just so dry. I'm drinking really sweet wine, which is not like me. An honor, I suppose. So you really have a lot of support around you, and the family and the friends that you surround yourself right now in the month of April is very important towards your growth, towards you getting over whatever challenges that you are facing. So we will move over to your love life. And it was ironic because that showed up at the end, but I'm just going to go in order as I planned. The Page of Swords, which is funny because I forgot about it. Page of Swords is someone who is a little bit late to their thoughts. It's not a knight, okay? This is a page. The knight is something that's like on top of things, you know, gets things moving, gets things going. The page is still kind of getting its footing and kind of still learning the ropes and the basics. You know, this is just not in the forefront of your mind. That doesn't mean that it's not there and it's not a huge thing in your mind. It's just other things are requiring your attention right now. They're much more volatile for you. You're also in this Nine of Cups, okay? She's completely at peace. And it's just something that, like, she knows is important to her and she knows it's there, but she is having to really meditate and focus and go within spiritually and emotionally and just focus on other things right now. And I feel like if this is your situation, fire signs, for April, communicate with your partner as well. I feel like they could be very understanding, especially if it's something huge and important that they obviously probably know is going on in your life. Just make sure you keep on communicating to them that and making it known that you are still just so invested in the energy that needs you right now. And if they are a healthy partner, they will know that you need them, just not on your back, really. And so also with your relationships, this is the Devil card. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Earth sign, a Taurus, or a Virgo. And this isn't the devil like a bad sign either, which I know a lot of people get afraid of. This is that commitment. Something else has you committed right now with your energy. And whether it be with work or if there's something else that's really taking you away, that thing that really needs your attention right now for the month of April, if it's even really taking you away from work, it may be like giving you a little bit of doubt, like being away from work may be causing like a little bit of financial stress as well. That is all 3D superficial things, okay? Whatever you are facing and what requires a lot of your attention is something that is very, like I said, transformative. And when we look at things that are very transforming in our life, there's a deep spiritual grounding to it, a very spiritual meaning behind the lesson, a very spiritual meaning behind the growth. And that's with you, that you are showing up in this Four of Swords energy. You're facing this challenge, okay? You're working your way through it. You're feeling your way through it. You're being very logical as well. And you may be sharing your experience with others, with that community around you that's very supportive, like I said. And just really working through that and going through the motion of it. And I feel like it may be scary for you if you are experiencing something that is a little bit rough on the road. Just don't let that intrude on your relationships either. Your advice for your relationships was let your friends help you. And I feel like that's a very, I believe the Earth signs had that too as well. Making sure that you are on a friend basis, at least with your spouse or your partner, like at least take the tension away. I feel like if you're more on a friend basis with your lover, it makes things a lot more easier and a lot easier to be platonic in a rough situation, something that like you can't fully invest in a relationship right now, and that person being willing to understand that they know that you still share the love, you still share the bonds. And even if that's with friends and friendships, if you're not fully in the conversation, if you're not fully in the group chat or like asking them to hang out every day or asking them to go out every weekend, it's because, you know, you're going through some shit, and they can understand that. I mean, I feel like they've been through it themselves as well with the Devil card. They know what you're going through, and they know that you're tied up, and they're just there waiting for you, and they see you taking maybe like a spiritual path through the situation because they see you as that, just this like spiritual beacon flaming beacon. And for your spirituality, you're showing up as the Ace of Swords, and I feel like this trial is putting you through a huge awakening, and you may be experiencing almost like dreams or visions, and just really experiencing things through your third eye as well. Just having a real spiritual awaken and spiritual outlook on whatever you're being faced with, because you're also in this Eight of Swords. And I feel like it's really causing you to break out of your confinement, and that's what that transformative fire energy you're really going through. Again, with the 8. There's another message just trying to come through. I'm also seeing birds. So if you may be seeing birds or feathers, that's a huge sign from spirit as well, as far as having spiritual messages. I just keep getting with dreams too, or with like your spirituality. These epiphanies that you may be experiencing may be like expanding your spirituality as well, where you may have like kind of like put yourself in a box, or felt like you may have lost a gift or a talent. And maybe that's even with creativity as well with you fire signs. It's really sparking that shit back up. It really is. And you're also in the 5 of Wands. Huge energetic movement, okay? All of this stuff that's flowing around you, that ebb and flow, that going with the flow, is going to really breathe that air into you, like physically, but also spiritually. And it's going to give you that refresher that you need, okay? Spirit is here with you, helping you through this. Helping you to see that you aren't as stuck in a situation either. Just kind of go with the flow. I'm sorry, the messages are kind of getting stuck either. I feel like it's kind of cut and dry with that, and I am running out of time. I only have a couple minutes left. The other shadow that you're dealing with, fire signs, is number 12, focus and then act. And I feel like you're really, like I said, you're doing that. You're planning on it with this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Wands. Like I said, you've been through this process a little bit before. It's just a different situation, a different scenario right now, and it's causing you to adapt and look at the way that you are going to approach these challenges differently, and really forcing you to create yourself in a new light, in a new way, the way you express yourself, the way you express yourself to others, to family members, to friends, even through business as well. Maybe you're needing to take a break from your work and completely focus on family and yourself, because I feel like you are in a low energy, that you may be experiencing empath kind of energies where you're feeling really down because of the people that you've been around, and you're really needing to go and rest and retreat for yourself and figure out what you're going to do to shake it off so you can come back into your own energy, this sun, the way that people saw you, super vibrant, loving, caring, and fully expressing yourself with no fear, really. So this was actually one of my first times doing this kind of reading, just a monthly general reading. So if it did resonate with you, please let me know in the comments, give me a like or subscribe to see my future videos as my channel's growing. I'm also on Instagram if you want to go ahead and check me out. I try to post daily energies, just quick little tidbits. So if you would be interested in that, all the links will be provided below, especially if you're interested in a personal reading with me. Just go ahead and check that out, and thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.